Hello everyone, and welcome to Adelshoven for a brand new realistic Let's Play series here. And yeah, here we are. We're in the Bavarian region in Germany, and just have a look here at sun views and scenery around this area. And yeah, so we've got our little landy here, and we have acquired a little farm. It's got couple of plots of land, a couple of bits and bobs, and apparently he's been given one piece of equipment. We only got 20 grand currently in our bank account. We did have close to 50 grand, but then we had to transport some stuff over from the UK, so obviously paying shipping fees, hauling fees and that. So obviously we've got a little landy here, and we're going to need head to the shop, so make sure no one come down the dirt track. So yeah, we've acquired a nice little farm. It's got a few plots of land, and we have been given one piece of tractor. And sort of the backstory is that the farmer, or the previous farm owners, should I say, sort of has some financial troubles with sort of maintaining the property and that, so they had to sort of sell most of the stuff to keep the bills, and it's got to the point where they sort of thought about it and decided to up and sell, so we got to come along and buy it. So okay, we need to turn left here, turn the left indicator on, go for traffic, there we go. So yeah, mind the traffic. Some janky driving there, so yeah, we're going to head to this shop because I want to go and pick up our trailer that contains just one or two little toys I bought with me from Compton region in Gloucestershire in the UK, where we previously were based at. And yeah, just got stunning views, got the hills in the background. So we're going to head down here, so looking at our GPS here to the left. So we need to get to the end of this road. Okay, we'll slow down here, 30 kilometers an hour. Oh, no, we shouldn't have our indicator on too early. But yeah, just looking at just the area and that. So now we've got to turn left here, so we'll brake. Wait for his car to come. See what his car doing. And we'll come out of here. So yeah, so continue on here, and shop will be just around the corner, I think. So yeah, I'll get over there and I'll see you folks in a second. And here we are. So I think the shop here is just to our right. Yep, so you can see shop, so we'll put our indicators on. And we'll come into here. And we're going to have, oh look, there's our trailer there. So cancel the trailer, and we'll reverse up to you, minding the cars and that. Oh, didn't get ourselves properly aligned. There we go. Just follow the mirror and should be nice and aligned. There we go. So we'll pull forward to here and we'll see what we've actually got with us, what we've gone and bought over. So yeah, we've got a nice little tray here, we've got our little UTV here so we can pop around the farm area. The landy, I think I'm going to use it primarily for around going long distances, but around the farm area we got the UTV and we've got a little scrambler here which we repainted to a nice old bright orange. And there is a piece of equipment over there. We're going to have a look at that in a moment. That is what one of the farmers brought down, and we're going to be using that to do some contract work. Also, we've been given permission to use access to the GC. Was it GCB? No, it's a New Holland telehandler. My apologies. So yeah, we can use this as and when we need it, and usage is free. And they probably sort of had to remake is any sort of major services around the farm in terms of equipment will come to here to the local dealership, so yeah, I'm not too worried about that. So yeah, we'll go and have a look at our little PDA system here on our phone. So you've got some contract work on 28. What else we've got? I think there's a couple other fields I've got to do. So 28, field 3. And what is the other one? Actually, we can have a little look here. Go up to contracts. Oh, there's a lot of contracts. Yeah, field 3, field 8 and field 28, all 4 is a contract, so we'll get those done at some point. Also, we can do some baiting equipment, we can do some more fertilizing equipment. Harvesting we can do. Ploughing we can do, potentially, whilst we need equipment for it. Ideally, I want to buy equipment, because we're only starting off with what we've got here, and 1 tractor. And that's it, no other equipment. We do have some old grain at the farm, but we need to sell that quickly. Spraying, I'm not too sure whether or not we're going to do these, primarily because of just the sort of state around the local area of everything is precise. So if we can actually have a look here, actually there's a software called Precision Farming, so let's go up to here. So we do have some soil data from the previous owner, so as you can see, some of our fields are a bit loam and sandy loam. And as we head down, loamy sands and sandy loam. And then sort of half and half of loam and sandy loam at 25. And a mixture of loam, sandy loam and silty clay at the bottom of field 22. That potentially could cause us some problems, that being sort of more seed usage is required, potentially more nitrogen is required, so fertilizing, you need to get the pH just perfect with lime, so it's going to be a big task. But speaking of this area here, so we can actually have a little look. So we've got some nice little poplar fields over here, and as we came up from the sawmill, there are some olives and grape vineyards, so potentially we could do some grapes at some point. But basically, with this whole precision farming, as they call it, I'm not too sure why, but I'm not complaining. There was a sim system that we were introduced in the UK, so I'm not too bothered about that. But I'm guessing things has got to be done in a certain way. Things like we've been recommended not to do any ploughing, we've got to do shallow cultivation, fertilizer. They said we got to use a mixture of spot spraying with the solid mineral based fertilizer, but primarily they want us to use, or ideally to recommend, don't have to do it, it's been what recommended, of some animal byproducts, so either manure or slurry. Slurry is more recommended, so we can get a nice even application on the land, so when we actually go and get things done. Let's not drive over. Let's find out actually where we're going first of all. So out of here, turn right. So the farm's over here. Looks like we'll go all the way down and around. Unless everything diverts around here, but I didn't see any on the way down, so we'll go right then. Have a little chat about just the whole thing we've got to do. Actually, best put our beacons on as well, since we do have a trailer load as well. We'll put the speed limit to 30 miles an hour, not 30 kilometers per hour. My apologies. I think they just sort of adapted the signs to us here, just since we're from Britain. But yeah, so I'm saying with spot spraying, weed control, funny enough, they're recommending chemical herbicide rather than using something, I don't know, like a mechanical weeder, which you'll think would be better for the soil because it's sort of burning the crop, it's not staining the land. I'm guessing it just saves on fuel usage, which I'm guessing has more impact on the environment than chemicals. I could be wrong on that, but that's what's been recommended. And of course, it's just little things here and there they've recommended, so we'll go and have a look at properly in a moment. We'll turn off here. Since we're actually not on the road, so we can actually speed up, because this is pretty much, it's not our property, this road. I don't think actually, we'll have a little look at that, but we have been given permission at least to use it, so we'll go and turn the beacons off. And I think the farmyard is somewhere around here. Oh, nice little bridge. Oh, interesting. Don't know why they've done it, since I think there's literally just behind those trees and onto the property, but I'm guessing Ashton, I think what I've been told, that is prone to flooding. Actually, sorry, we do have a trailer as well, actually. So here we go, and park up here. Turn the engine off. So yeah, we do have a little access way here, but I'm guessing when it rains, potentially this could flood, bog down equipment, so I'm guessing that's why the previous owners, or at least one owner at some point, put a nice little bridge in. Also, we do have some cows, which have been recently actually cared for. Sort of mainly run by the local community, sort of raising these cows in. Not so much raising them, just providing feed, straw, you know, the basics, and checking them on daily. But now, since we're here, they're our sole responsibility. And I think we got some chickens as well, I think. Yeah, so a couple of roosters and that. Hello, chickies! And then we'll go over here. No idea what they've done here. It was like, here's all the cobblestone in that. At some point there used to be a building here or something with big old, I think that's concrete, I think. Man, how was this farm even run? Not too sure, but so yeah, what I've got over here, we've got silos for seed and mineral based fertilizer. Got a jet washer, got sheds for storage in that. Couple of greenhouses, so we've got two large ones, got a little medium, and do have some beehives as well, interestingly. And one thing that actually I did have brought over in advance of my arrival is our little camper trailer here. So, see, someone's pulled this over here for us, so it's a bit run down, it is a bit, not the best. However, didn't have to mind you, obviously, get a new farmhouse, and that's going to cost like 150, $250,000 at the moment. Something like this will do. We can sleep in it, eat and cook, so yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much everything there, just with establishing ourselves. Now if we go look at the crops and that, we've got what is actually ready to harvest. Is there anything ready to harvest? So fields 43, 11, 30 is ready to harvest. So what are the crops we've got here? 43, that is sorghum. Oh no, is that potatoes? Oh, that's going to be interesting when you get a special harvester for that. Okay, 30 is sorghum, right? Please. But yeah, we've also sugar beet, got a bit of canola as well. So yeah, we do have a decent crop for canola. And actually in terms of what we've got here stored in the silo, so this is a multi-bin silo which will store different crops and that. Could we find out how much we've got? Nope, not really, so actually bear with me a sec. So we've got 33,000 litres of canola, 15,000 litres of barley, 9,500 litres of soybeans, 7,500 litres of wheat. So some of this may have been harvested recently, others maybe not so much. But yeah, predominantly we don't know when were these actually harvested. We weren't given the specific details, they were a bit vague with the conditions of harvesting for some weird reason. So I am concerned of how much we can actually get, because obviously when we take it to the either the local cooperative or the grain mill for grain in that, obviously they take a sample of it, they test it, and they give us a percentage of moisture and all sorts of factors like the quality of the grain. So it could be either for cereal or it could be used for animal feed, as an example for grain. So if we hop into here, yeah, I think we can leave the landy there, is our property. So we do have 26,000 litres of wheat. And thanks to our little PD system here, we can actually find out when is it a good time to sell. Best time to sell, of course, is like January, February. We're in August. Prices are absolutely abysmal. So we sell it to the grain mill, the land handle, or yeah. So what's actually furthest? So if we have a look over here, the land handle's there, so it's gonna be a bit of a trek. So we'll have to go out of here, up here and around, and oh boy, this is gonna be a long journey because we have to do 2 trips of that. For things like canola, what about that? Best time to sell December, barley, January, soybeans. Prices are, oh no, that's corn. So prices up there now, has fallen quite a bit. So again, Landhandle's offered a good price. So yeah, we're going to have to make a few trips over there. And oh yeah, before we do any work on the main road, I had to put our beacons on. Obviously, since we're off-road here on farm track paths, we don't need by law to have the beacons on. But I'll put them on anyway just in case. We'll set the cruise control to 30, just so when we're on public roads and that, we don't have any issues in that. Oh no, going the wrong way. Come on, do a quick UE here. So yeah, we've got a decent here, a nice little case. Actually, what was it? I should pull over here. Case International Optum 300 CVX. Absolutely filthy. It's done 26 hours. Engine needs a service, so we'll take it to the shop at some point perhaps, but yeah, this is going to be a bit of a task to do. I'm not going to get a ton of money from this, so I think what we'll just do, we'll get it all sold, and then we'll go from there in terms of buying equipment and getting these contracts sorted. Last load of canola at hand. Yeah, we made a fair bit of money. Also, we did get a little bonus for our current environmental score on the field, so yeah, ain't too bad, ain't the best, ain't the worst. 57 out of 100, so yeah, small little bonus there. I think it's something like a 2% bonus we're getting, 1.75% bonus in because of having a good environmental score, so yeah, not too bad. So yeah, currently on 98 grand. This should net us. Oh, forgot to indicate there. Oh, hopefully. So hopefully there was no traffic, but I think there was. But So yeah, I think with this we'll get, oh no, another 9-10 grand or so. So we'll go into here. There we go. We do have a little bit of, I think, wheat. Yeah, a little bit of wheat left over. So yeah, 9.5 grand in total. And that wheat will be kept for the chicken. So now, where do we go from here? We've got 100 grand. We could buy some farm equipment, but I don't think that's going to be the ideal situation for us at this time, at the very least. But instead, what we should actually do is actually invest it in leasing equipment. In terms of equipment we can afford to buy or lease, like stuff like the harvesters. For now, for the first year or two, we could just lease it. Fertilizer spreaders, we could do it buying those. The lime spreader, again, we can lease those because we need to lime our fields every 3 years or every 3 harvests, so that we can afford to lease out temporarily. And in terms of like plows, cultivators, or if the fields needs plowing, obviously we want to avoid ploughing where possible. However, with that we need a seeder that's got a direct drill option, and again, not sure what could be the cost of those are, so I think what we'll do, head back to the farm, we'll get this put away in storage. Actually, you know what, we could actually park this near to the shop actually. Yeah, we'll park this actually near to the shop, and then we'll grab the other tractor, and I think we could get some of those contracts done, I think. But yeah, actually, you know what, we'll go to the shop, speak to the dealer and see what we can actually get or can't get at this time. And here we are, just approaching the shop. Also, I just want to clarify something in terms of our fields. Actually, fields, what was it, 25? Yeah, fields 25. Oh, missed our turning. Well, I'm going to have to do a UE here, I think. Make sure we're all clear. Oh no, we can actually just turn in here, actually. But yeah, in terms of field 25, no, 43, sorry. That is actually sorghum, not, oh, shiza. Hopefully no one saw that. So yeah, we'll go and just park this here for now. Park it somewhere doesn't obstruct other people and that, so turn this off. There we go. I will hop into a new Honda here. But yeah, so I had to look with the dealer and that, and I think the good option is go ahead and buy some spreaders at least for now. Ideally we can have a little mower and that. I'll just have a look at cedar, see what we can get that has a direct drill option. Something like this, we could go with that, but of course that's actually don't have enough money for that. So something like that we're going to have to lease out. Ooh, what's this? The Cockerling Jockey 600, and this is a direct drill seeder, so again that we could use. But in terms with our fields now, so the fields that are harvested at the moment is 25 and 22, so we can get crop in today if we want to, but it's actually worth it. If we look at the crop calendar, we could plant canola today, and yeah, we could do that potentially, but I don't think we're going to plant canola again. Bear in mind, it did yield us a good crop, but I'm thinking next year what we can actually do is plant corn and soybeans. Corn we can make maize out of it, and soybeans we can sell it wherever and it'll be used in whatever way. In terms of our fields, I'm thinking, what's our biggest field? So 22 and 11, that could be our corn. See, it's 22 could be corn, 11 could be sunflower, And I'm thinking stuff like 25, 43 and that could be like wheat or barley. Sugar beets, that'll be ready to harvest in October. So potentially we could plant wheat or barley in that field if we wish. Or we could wait until the spring in March and then plant sugar beets again, because I think sugar beets is a good crop to do. It's going to be quite time consuming, but actually in terms of equipment, let's go ahead and buy. I do want to buy a slurry tanker. Oh, it's going to be so expensive. What's that? That's going to be 68 grand for 7 meters working width. Or go a bit more expensive. And also we're going to have the John Deere manure sensor, and that will, all it'll do, it'll make sure there's an even application of manure, so get consistent level. So I think, oh, that's going to be missed for money though. You know what? It's going to bite the bullet. Obviously, it's just going to be one of those equipments. We've still got a bunch of contract work to do. So yeah, like these 3 contracts alone, that's going to be 9, 10, 12 grand. The baling will get another 15 grand. 18, 19-ish, 20. 23 grand. 28 grand for the ploughing and that. Sprayers, well, we could go that. I say rather than going down the manure or the mineral based fertilizer route, we could do liquid fertilizer, but again, how expensive is that going to be? Do you even need something that's got the power spray? So when we do herbicide spraying, yeah, the weed spot spraying. So we can go with a little setup there. But the main cost is actually going to be the weed spot sprayer itself. How much is this going to be? The seed and spray, 90% less off herbicide, so reduces cost and protects the environment. That's going to be another 90 grand. So I think potentially what we're going to have to do is seek a temporary loan, something like a 100 grand loan for 2 or 3 years, pay interest on it, and pay it as and when. So yeah, we need to go down here and around. And there we go. There we go, just checking both ways. Even though we're driving on the right, you never know, someone might veer into our lane. So yep, I think that's where we're going to leave it for today. So next time we'll be resuming with the contract works, and then hopefully we can actually start doing some field work on our own property. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this series so far. If so, smash that button, feel free to comment down below. If you want to share some, please be my guest. If you're not subscribed to the channel yet, then please consider. But for you to do, hope everyone has a nice day. But for now, this is me, Farmer EnvoyXtreme, and I'll see you all very soon.